this picture here tells you everything you need to know about this game. This country has been swept away in basketball euphoria.
It's been unbelievable here in Lille. What we've experienced here over the last few days, the atmosphere that you get. But of course, the best atmosphere is here when the home team, the French, play. We set a record crowd. Over 26,000 people came here for the first game, for the 8th finals for the French game. So let's just hope for more of that great atmosphere here today.
Good evening, everyone. Wherever you are in the world, it's quarterfinals day, and we're watching it all unfold here tonight in Lille, France. It's the host nation, France, taking on Latvia, who actually hosted a group themselves, and now they're going to face their tallest quarter of this competition. I don't think many people south of the Baltics, and maybe even in the Baltics, are giving this terrific Latvia team a chance to go all the way, but or to even beat the French. And right now, Latvia being introduced to the crowd. What can you tell us about this Latvia team?
I would say it's the hardest team to scout for me. You have 5-6 players that average between 8 and 11 points. All of those players can play almost any position. So offensively, they are interchangeable. That makes it so difficult to defend. This is Latvia, a typical Baltic basketball.
Well, they had to win their last game against Estonia to get it this far, and once they did get this far, they won impressively against Slovenia, 73-66. But listen, this is a star-studded lineup. You know who the players are. What do you think about this French side from what you've seen?
From what I see, I mean, the biggest question you have is this the deepest team in the tournament? And the answer is probably yes. Because Coach Vincent Collet, he's got 2 to 3 equal options at every single position. So if somebody is not playing well, immediately he's got a sub who can even take it up to a different level. A lot of energy, of course, being fed off this crowd that you saw there, right there on the screen. And I would also say that the French in the first game were able to deal with the pressure. It is not easy to play in front of 26,000 plus crowd and just take it. Not easy to beat a home team. Some self-imposed pressure to play well. In the 8th final game, the French were able to deal with it.
Yeah, well, they beat Turkey 76-53. Vincent Collet, the coach there, the crowd. And this is always an exciting time of the night as well. Right before the game, we're going to hear the national anthems for both teams. So we're going to have a pause in the commentary and listen to Latvia and then France.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of France.
back of your neck is standing up after listening to that latest rendition here. The French national anthem. And as is the custom, the players meet at midcourt before the game as well as the coaches. Referees tonight, Robert Ludemoser there from Germany in the middle. Milivoje Jocic of Serbia on the right, and Sinisa Herzeg from Croatia on the left. Sending it off in about 3 minutes. And we're also going to take a look at the rosters and the starting lineup for both teams. We're going to start off here with Latvia. And if you look from top to bottom, a lot of players playing here for Coach Einars Bagatskas, who, by the way, was the last time that Latvia in the quarterfinals. He was in that team, averaging more than 17 points per game. And starting five, Bertans, Darius Bertans, Kristaps Janicic, Janis Strelnieks, Roland Fremanis, and Kasper Zverzins, who was a real animal the last time court.
No changes there for Coach Bagatskas from the 8th final game. I think that we can expect a similar kind of performance from all the guys. They will just leave it up all out on the floor.
Well, for France, Nicolas Batum, number 5, Laurent, number 7, have become increasingly important in this roster.
I've been so impressed with the intensity of play of Geoffrey Laurent. He was just an animal there in the 8th final game, putting 12 points and 9 rebounds. Here's the starting lineup: Nando De Colo at the point guard, Tony Parker at the off guard, Nicolas Batum at the small forward, Boris Diaw at the power forward, and Rudy Gobert, the big center, the tallest player in the French roster, getting to start at the center spot.
And he is a shot squatter. Believe me, we're going to see probably a block or two tonight from him. What's happened here? You see this young man, he goes up and grabs the ball, and he's going to want to go and warm up with the team. Well, no, actually, that's not the case. What they do is they come out and get the official game ball, one of the local youth, and he goes over and gives the high five to the referee. And then they take a photo. Now, Strelnieks and Nando De Colo, 2 players we highlighted before this game.
What a matchup we got here. Yannick Strelnieks is averaging close to 10 points, but 5.5 assists. As I said before, Latvia is extremely even scored, but Yannick Strelnieks, if he has a similar performance like he had in the 8th final, he's going to be a huge lift there for the Latvians. On the other side, it's Nando De Colo. He had 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. He was going for a triple-double there in the 8th final. His versus averages for the tournament, just 5.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists. He's been playing it all around, just setting the tempo, always controlling the tempo of the ball. And this is very important for Tony Parker, the veteran, the NBA star that is there on the French team. He doesn't have to do so much. He has commented on that.
And maybe the most consistent player for France at this Eurobasket is De Colo, the former San Antonio Spurs teammate of Parker. Didn't really get that much time on the court in San Antonio. But boy, this past season with CSKA Moscow, he was terrific. Here's Vincent Collet, the coach of France, and he's been in charge of this national team since 2009. And we mentioned Einars Bagatskas, the great player himself, now at the helm, and he has been at the helm since 2010. Welcome to Lille, France. It's the Eurobasket quarterfinal between France and Latvia, and France wearing the white and Latvia in the burgundy. And we're going to jump it up again here. Robert Ludemoser, the referee, who's tossing it up. And again, both players struggling there, and the ball goes out of bounds, and it goes over to Latvia. So De Colo unable to collect that ball.
That's unusual there that Rudy Gobert loses a jump ball situation. He is so long.
You can also appreciate the size of Bergers going up against Rudy Gobert. One thing that he probably does a little bit better than Rudy Gobert at this stage is lock down the three. So let's see if that comes into play. So the Bertans up top. Relatively quiet against Slovenia. Here's Tremanis. And Rudy Gobert already on the SWAT team tonight.
You got what you asked for.
And here this time, Bertans gets it up quickly and off the glass.
Just fearless. Immediately after getting ball rejected, Bertans just takes it down the middle.
How many blocks are we going to see from Gobert tonight? Probably a few. Dial, cross court over to Batum. 5 on the shot clock. Decolo into Dial. Dial turns, gets some space, and puts it up and in.
This is the way to use the body. He's so experienced, not as mobile as he used to be in his prime, but just knows how to use his body.
Bertans whips it over to Strelnieks, who is terrific against Slovenia. 8 now on the shot clock. The defense is too good, and Batum reaches in and comes up with the steal. Latvia's offense grinding to a halt. Here's France with a chance to go in front. Tony Parker puts up a short jump shot in the lane there, and Gobert not able to rebound it, but bats it over into the hands of Parker. Now Decolo. And his pass to Parker a little bit long, but Parker able to get it back now with 4 on the shot clock. Gets inside, and France turn it over, and this creates a transition. Fast break, Janicic for 3, go!
Anytime that you give a chance to the Latvians to run, they cannot take advantage. It does not matter if they finish it with a layup or an outside shot. You saw it right there. Janicic just finishing a fast break with a 3-pointer.
And we know the Baltic teams can shoot the 3-pointer.
From all positions.
Dio at the top of the key. Goes up, a mismatch on Bertans and puts it up and in. So goes Dio off to a quick start.
He's played so patient. He's not forcing anything. If nobody's coming to double, he's got a mismatch against the guard. He uses it well.
Now Strelnieks. What an opportunity for Latvia to play on this stage in front of France. And Bertans holds his ground, the pump fake, and scores easily.
And respect the Latvians. I mean, on this possession, they moved the ball so well on the pick and roll situation. Great shot there for Bertans. He blocked 5 shots actually in the 8th final game against Slovenia.
Terrific player. He's out on deal right now. Decolo puts up a little runner and almost looked like that was a pass the way he put it up, but the ball goes back over to Latvia. Strelnieks. Janicic puts it on the deck. Now over to Bertans, gets it back. Janicic. Latvia showing good patience. Well, they're going to get a good shot. And Dio reaches in, knocks it away.
Janicic thought he had a mismatch situation.
Decolo races down and draws the foul, and 2 free throws. Now, Latvia and Janicic reached in and tried to commit the foul, but it wasn't called. Watch this. A block from Dio.
He kind of slapped it out of his hands. That was the isolation, one-on-one situation. And this is the ending on the other side. Decolo drawing the foul.
Well, Decolo is a good free throw shooter, always has been.
Another good sequence here for Latvia because they didn't take advantage of the one-on-one situation. Then they tried to stop the fast break with the foul, as you just said, at the half-court line. Janicic did. The referees let it go, and then Decolo goes all the way to the basket to draw the shooting foul.
But he misses the first. He came into this game shooting 79% at the line. Kind of holding his wrist like he's injured it, Decolo, maybe on the foul.
That was a hard foul.
Bertans. Got to Berzic. And then Bertans lost it, called it. Nothing was called. And then he uses his body sublimely and gets the foul, the M1 coming, the foul from Dio.
But look at the spacing. Did you see the spacing? They completely freed up space to play one-on-one. There's nobody there, and that's just great basketball. If you see the opening, you attack a slower man. And Bertans is able to take a lot of contact there from Dio.
Wow, what a play. Bertans was, I'd say, say, wasn't at his best against Slovenia, but all of a sudden, this team has a 10-5 lead and he's got 5 points.
And they have silenced the crowd. I mean, if you remember the game against Turkey, this crowd was roaring from the first second till the last.
Well, we are hearing the few Allez le Bleu chants. Now Gobert inside, goes to work. And powerful moves from Gobert.
How much has he developed since last summer in Spain?
Continuing to develop, in fact, in this tournament. He's looking better and better, and now the ball goes out of bounds.
Position close to France.
That's a costly mistake there for the Latvians. They cannot afford turnovers like this. Look at the post up here by Rudy Gobert with the left hand. I mean, look at the footwork. He goes hard to the middle, just takes contact, but he's so long. Just see how high he was above Berzic.
3 turnovers for Latvia. Parker just inside the free throw line, and Gobert goes up, gets the offensive rebound and the putback.
That's a huge challenge there for Berzic. He's not happy with the call, but he's going to do a better job of boxing out Rudy Gobert. Look at it one more time, the shot by Parker. Gobert is so deep. He's got such a deep rebounding position that there's nothing that Berzic can do but foul him. I'm so impressed with Rudy Gobert, the way his body has developed. If you remember last year in the World Cup in Spain, he was really, really long, kind of skinny, but now he's just put on some muscle. I mean, he's becoming an intimidating force on the inside.
So you think he's been hitting the weight room?
It's all weight room, baby.
Bench press this, and he's still got a soft touch. Look at that. That's both free throws. Gets him back to a 1-point game. So one of the real rising stars here in international basketball. This is the main event in the nation of France tonight, without question. Yannick hits another long jump shot. This one too.
Great outside shooting by Yannick after hitting a 3-pointer, hits a long 2.
Now Dio gets inside and puts it up and in. Really, he's a player that looks like Latvia have no one to do anything.
Because he's playing smart basketball. You see the back out, then he received the ball, just kind of paused, just really plays smart basketball. But that's what you expect from the captain.
Well, quickly the other way, Strelniak scores for Latvia.
Fearless Latvia, they are taking no respect before the paper favorite France.
Parker takes it, gets some space, puts it up, and again, off target, but Berzic, only red shirt, starts burgundy shirts, battling for the rebound, and it goes out of bounds.
That was kind of miscommunication there with Feymarnis. They collide on the rebound. Look at it one more time. Both have it, both go for it. Just no communication between the two bigs of Latvia. Some easy shots, but missed by Tony Parker though early on.
I don't think he's going to miss them all night. Nicolo for 3. And a little long. Now, Bertans has had a positive start for Latvia. He gets the pick and then he's bumped out of bounds by Gobert. And Gobert just looks down on him with disdain. It is again.
This is how you have to attack the big man in the open court. That was the last take there by Strelniak.
He's been really, really good for Latvia. Here he is. Bertans pass to Berzic and offensive foul. So another foul called on Latvia. Berzic, that is number 3. He's a player that you think simply they cannot do without.
We play it one more time right here. He lowers the shoulder. It's such an easy call to make, and I think this is the scouting and problem on him. Talking to people that were in Riga, he said the biggest problem with Berzic is his foul trouble. He is foul prone.
And you saw him playing the VTB United League this past year. And Gobert takes it inside and goes up, and there's no stopping Rudy Gobert.
And Berzic have to play conservative. He just stayed up with his hands straight up. Couldn't really challenge him.
Now Strelniak, maybe a mismatch here. He can go past Dio. Steps back for the 3. And Gobert with the rebound. France with an opportunity now to go in front. Dio fouled by Strelnieks.
They had to double, or it was a foul by Strelnieks, because this is a complete mismatch there. Strelnieks in the post here, playing defense against Dia. That's good 30, 40 kilograms that you're giving up if you're Strelnieks. And a lot of experience.
Not a bad foul. See, Berzic goes out, and he's a little bit of foul trouble with 2 quick ones here in the first quarter.
And as you said, that's really bad news there for Coach Bagatsky, because he's the best athlete they have and a rebounder.
He's also got a strong body. Piccolo just lays it up over the rim, and France take the lead. Maheras has come in meanwhile. Both Maheras for Latvia.
And it's a smart play by Piccolo just to go to the inside if you got Berzic on the bench.
Strelnieks, though, goes right around the French defense, and Tony Parker lays it up and in.
Where was Rudy Gobert on that play? I was expecting him to come and try to attempt the shot block. Hats off to the Latvians, the way they played.
Tony Parker just inside the charity stripe. And again, another miss.
That's a third miss for him from mid-range. A rough start there for Tony Parker.
Out to Maheras on the baseline, and his pass intercepted. Get ready. It's Air Batum. No, he passes, and Batum catches it and misses the shot. You are never going to see that happen with France, and especially Nicolas Batum not come away with points. Latvia excellent getting back, and Bertans pays. That's a 4-point swing, makes them pay.
They are just playing their game. The Latvians are. They are patient with the execution of their offense. If they get a look at the basket, they're going to take the shot.
Well, the Bleu blew it with Batum. Incredible. Piccolo. Here's Batum for 3. And now Latvia with a chance to extend the 3-point lead. Some subs coming. Evan Fournier and Geoffrey Laverne will be coming in for France. Strelnieks back outside. Has it over to Yannick, and another 3 for Yannick, and a 6-point advantage for the team from the Baltics.
And look at Yannick just knocking down with ease and a lot of poise the second three-pointer of the night.
Oui, on a dit ce matin, lui il fait un
What do you think Vincent Collet is saying to his fans, his players, as you look at this?
That is shocking, because they are not taking on the outside shots, but they are driving the ball to the inside. And you would expect Rudy Gobert and the other big bodies and the athletes that France got at his disposal that they're going to take care of those shots, but it is not happening. You know what I think? It is not easy for France to match up with Latvia, if you ask me, because it's an unorthodox basketball. You got from position 1 to position 5, you get players that all can shoot from the outside, and they are all roaming everywhere on the court defensively. So difficult matchup there defensively for France.
And that's just a reminder of just how good they are. Yannick drilling that 3-pointer. He's hit a couple from that same spot. So Yannis Tiva has come in for Latvia as we come back to live action. And also Giannis Bloom. Fournier also back in with Laverne now for France, making their first appearances in this game. Boris Dio backs up his man, and then his pass goes out of bounds.
And that's a smart defense by Latvia. They kind of almost went to the double team, and then the guy who was coming to double team, he backed off. Not an easy read there for Boris Dio, even with all his experience.
Well, what an exciting start here in this quarterfinal. We've already seen Spain pull off what you might call a mild upset. And now the bounce pass inside! And Maheras goes up and takes the lead up to 8, the biggest of the game for Latvia.
A great slip from the screen.
Parker, back to Dio. The defending champions, trailing. And the little fadeaway, and it's good from Boris Dio.
It works, but if you Latvia, I think you can live with that. It was a one-on-one situation, and Dio just did his move properly.
8 points already for Boris Dio. And a foul called against Nikola Batum.
How about Tony Parker? Did you look at optimal form there? We see the replay of that slip screen. Another smart play there offensively. If you Latvia, whatever they give you, you take. You don't have to run the plays. But how about Tony Parker? Does he seem in optimal form to you? In 8th final, to me, he was not playing 100%.
Yep, I'd probably agree with you. Maheras, now Tima. Maheras drives in, and oh, what elevation! And he just floated in there and put it off the glass.
But as you see, he's a power forward, but he almost dribbles and handles the ball like a small forward. Not easy for Boris Dio to play defense.
Oh, what a start for Latvia, the game clock and the shot clock. And the drive from Fournier, but that leaves Latvia with some time here. Telnieks gets in the lane, puts it up, and good defense from France, and a foul. Nope, they are going to call a foul, or no? Let's see what Robert Lodemezer is signaling.
I think he's going to look at the replay, or he's going to consult with his colleagues.
It could be free throws for France. So indeed, Robert Lodemezer is going to look at the replay. Watch this. So he misses the layup. Now watch the contact from behind Maheras. Yeah, I think they're going to call the foul. Yeah, I think they're going to call it, and France are going to get a couple points here.
Because you saw on the other basket, two free throws.
This is a good call, and this is done to absolute perfection from the referees. They took their time. They looked at the monitor.
No controversy. No controversy. This is what you want to do. This is why you have the instant replay system. And the players are going to have to rebound. So they put 0.9 seconds back on the clock. I don't think it's going to play a huge difference.
Here we were thinking France had taken, or at least me, they'd taken it too soon. The shot, they could end up with 3 or 4 points here at the end of the quarter. So 0.9 seconds remaining, and Magnus Begatskis, well, his team's maybe gotten a little bit of a tough break, but it's the right call, there's no question.
They're still discussing how much time is going to be left on the clock. Now they corrected to 0.5 seconds. Let's see if that stays.
Meanwhile, we can see for Latvia come into the game, Zanas Pēdas, 31.
So it's 0.3 at the end. So I think the most important thing for Latvia is to box out and get the rebound if the second foul shot is missed. You don't want to allow a tip in there for France. That would be the worst case scenario for Latvia.
Well, Fournier comes into this game shooting 100% at the line in the tournament, which is perhaps not surprising.
Is that a good man to have at the free throw line?
He is indeed. And Collet looks on almost a tired look from the French national team coach. He gets both of them to fall. And the long attempt from Janis Tema is no good. So a little 4-point swing there at the end of the quarter, and Latvia leading 25 to 21. 25-21, Latvia on top of France here after the first quarter, and Latvia shooting 82%.
Yeah, shooting extremely well. They knocked down 2 3-pointers, so things are really happening there offensively for Latvia. They scored 25 points against probably the toughest defense that we've seen in the tournament.
They can't. I don't think they're going to keep that up. But yeah, 25 points in the first quarter is a lot.
But it's a dangerous offense, though, because how do you scout it? I mean, everybody moves around, everybody makes backups, everybody makes screens. They rotate to the open spot. It is not easy to play defense again, especially if you're a traditional big team just like France, because they got Rudy Gobert at 215, this long wingspan. He likes to stay inside and operate and block lane. He doesn't want to come out to the three-point line play. The same with Boris Diaw. You know, so this is not an easy, as I said before, and I will say, and I will repeat it one more time. This is not an easy defensive matchup there for France.
On the other hand, George, Latvia's got to keep shooting well.
They have to, but I mean, if you look at the stats, I mean, they have.
But they have gotten some good penetration.
Look at that. I mean, the stats is right here. 14 points scored inside of the paint. That is shocking. It's not surprising. It is shocking for me. That France has not been able just to shut down the middle. Also, I think that Latvia is going to have to do a better job of taking care of the ball. They have 5 turnovers. This is too much.
And at the end of the first quarter of this game, France 21, Latvia 25. The first goal of the second quarter goes to France.
Second quarter action underway here in Lille between France and Latvia. Eurobasket quarterfinal. Spain already has won their Eurobasket quarterfinal against Greece. 73-71 before this one. This is the second game of the day. Dio gets inside, and they simply can't stop Big Boris.
He goes back to work. He's the captain of the team, the most experienced player. Uses his body well. He's up to 10 points in the game today. Double-figure scoring.
Tima gets it, passes down on the low block, it goes out of bounds. Great hustle from Fournier, diving for the ball. 6 seconds on the shot clock.
And timeout called Latvia.
Well, a lot of you are going to call it timeout. You know, this is an important possession because France have, they were down 8, and they've cut it to just 2.
The momentum is swinging to France, to the French team. I agree, this is a timeout that Coach Bagatsky's had to take. I think they also have to speak about defense on Diaw. Diaw just cannot stay on a single coverage. I think they're going to have to figure out a way how to double team him and just rotate out. They have the speed to rotate out, to go double team and rotate out. I think this is, if you talk about a Baltic state of style of play, here we see assists and turnovers. As I said before, the turnovers plaguing more Team Latvia. So the Latvians are used to, because of their smaller size and athleticism, to go double and then rotate. I think they should do it and start really thinking about it.
Because of good shooting for both teams, that's been pretty much the story so far here. A little bit of a shift in momentum.
See the move right here by Boris Diaw. What a great footwork. I mean, he just uses his body. The elevation of the shot is not there, but he just knows how to draw the contact.
So 6 seconds on the shot clock, and they get it inside, and Maris had the perfect alley-oop pass on the inbounds pass.
Talking about perfect
I think
execution.
Bagatskas wanted a dunk. For the motion that he was making over there on the sideline, on the bench. But now we've got 14 new seconds. It goes out of bounds. So at least they've got a new 14. Here he is again. Oh, he goes up this time and draws the foul. So the message got through from Bagatskas, who's applauding from the sidelines.
I tell you what, he's an exciting athlete. Look at just him getting by Boris Diaw, just missing on the shot. What speed. I mean, the way that he can put it on the floor, it just really makes it a mismatch from the outside against Boris Diaw.
That was going to be authority before Diaw reached up and committed the foul. And not a bad foul because he has missed the first one. Got a ball in the game. Flo Pietrus, Laurent, Fournier, and Tony Parker. He's going to Harris now. He made some big plays in the win over Slovenia. Makes 1 of 2. Now Fournier. Gets in, explodes for the lane, kind of hangs up there. Pietrus crashes the boards, and Bertans brings it up the floor. Bounce pass into Maheras. He goes up strong and misses.
That was a great two-man game between Maheras and Bertans.
Parker quiet offensively and got his man off his feet and earns a trip to the line.
And Bargatskis is just livid at Maheras that he went for the fake. Because just to remind you, Tony Parker has been 0 for 4 in the beginning of the game, so you don't want to give him anything, any kind of a good feeling. And these two free throws, they could change things for him.
And not only that, you don't want to foul the jump shooter. And Tony Parker, maybe the most, what would you say, be the most famous player in French basketball history? It's the first one, certainly up there. Second one is good.
2 points for Tony Parker. Tony Parker is replaced by number 12 for France, Andrew de Colo.
Bargatskis is signaling that Tony Parker overstepped the line. Yeah, he cannot believe it.
Well, the Parker free throws get it to 26-25. And Parker takes a breather. DeColo back in the game. Bertans. Over to Maheras for 3. And DeColo now with the rebound. DeColo spins, puts it up, and misses the shot. Did everything right but the finish.
That was $1 million move and a penny shot.
Tima takes the 3. And Lovern was putting him under pressure. Another rebound for DeColo. Jalabal. Oh, he is money. What a calming influence he is coming off the bench for France. A one-time starter. Now the key reserve. France lead it by 1. Latvia had been up by 8. Blooms back outside to Tima. He's being hounded by Fournier. And Fournier forces the turnover.
And look at the energy that Fournier brings to the floor for the French. I mean, he really gets out there. He gets after people. What a great option to have Fournier, the two-man. Here's the dump pass there to the baseline and a mid-range jumper by Jalabal. That's the way to finish the fast break. With an easy jumper, soft touch by Jalabal.
So Jalabal's basket has France on top, and here they come again after the defense from Fournier. Strelnieks back in for Latvia. Now Fournier looks like he might put the ball on the deck and go to the basket. 4 on the shot clock, gets inside and gets blocked from Maheras. And this triggers a fast break and the dunk from Giannis Tima. So France kind of caught off balance there, trail by 1.
They were just shocked that the ball got swatted away so hard it goes to the half court. The Latvians pick it up and go down without any kind of defense.
That'll be the 2 easiest points scored all night probably by Latvia. Really kind of silenced the crowd. DeColo. Now Fournier from the right corner. That was an air ball. And Flo Pietrus was chasing it. The ball goes out of bounds, but it didn't hit anything, so the shot clock didn't reset, and it goes back over to Latvia.
It's a second great defensive possession there by Latvia. They force a block, and now it's an air ball.
Blooms gives it to Strelnieks. Latvia trying to weather the storm here from France. They're looking impressively now. Latvia coming back. Maheras goes up right against Lovern and fumbles the ball away. Now quickly in transition, bounce pass to Lovern, and he fumbles it. And Giannis Tima comes up with it.
I thought he was asking for a lob pass there from Fournier. This is what he's doing, pointing up. Don't throw it in my ankles.
Now Blooms from the corner. And Lovern goes up and grabs the rebound. DeColo inside, back out to Lovern. Fournier out on the wing, open. Jalabal finds Fournier down in the corner. And another air ball from Fournier.
That is surprising from a shooter of his caliber. I mean, the way that, with the kind of confidence he's been playing in the tournament to throw 2 air balls almost from the same spot. Not easy.
What's Collet saying?
Just calm down. Let the game come to you.
Don't go searching for it. So Nicolas Batum comes back into the game. And France down 1. Look at that field goal percentage. The Latvia still up at 60%. And good strong move again by Strelnieks. Gets to the rack.
It is there all night. And you know why? Because the Latvians big men are taking the French defenders, the big defenders, away from the basket. They have to respect their shot. It's why they are not there to make a shot block.
De Colo gets the bump, falls down. Here comes Giannis Tema. It's Latvia off to the races. And Lovern commits the foul. Tema was hoping to get it out to one of his teammates, but Lovern alertly committed the foul. Just kind of out of sync offensively, France.
But it is smart because France immediately, when they start to penetrate, everybody collapses from the Latvians, and De Colo was really going against 3 defenders.
Bertans inside, and Pietrus went up to try for the block over here. Calmly banks it in. And France called a timeout. So it's going back to Latvia. Well, I think it's far too early to be talking about upset here, but goodness me, let's do talk about it. If they were going to upset these guys, that would be amazing.
But I just love the composure. Yeah, the way Latvia is playing, they just go about their offense. This is a 3-point, 0 for 4 there from France, so not really anything happening from the outside, and Latvia is collapsing on the inside. So France cannot get the easy bucket from the inside as well.
Sometimes upsets happen when you least expect it in front of the big crowd. I seem to remember 4 years ago, the Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia springing the big upset in Kaunas against Lithuania. So nothing is impossible here, folks. And right now, there's about 27,000 people here, 26,000 that are quiet.
And that was the last play. You saw it right there. 2-man game, Bertans making the entry pass to Freimanis. And it is just simple basketball, nothing fancy. Freimanis gets in a good position and banks him over the defender.
Yeah, excuse me, that was Roland Freimanis with that basket, not Maharis.
But you gotta love it the way they space the floor. That's impressive spacing there by the Latvians.
It is indeed. So Jalabal over to Pietrus. Batum. De Colo open, feet set, and ball runs out, but Lovern there for the offensive rebound and putback.
Lovern is just so tenacious there on the offensive board. In the 8th final, he was just instrumental.
Bertans stops and pops. That's a 2.
Again, the pick and roll situation. Open shot here for Bertans. France is not playing good defense on the pick and rolls.
Batum left wide open from the left corner. And De Colo now with the ball and fouled by Janicic.
And it is 0 for 6 for France from beyond the arc. At 16 minutes there without a 3-pointer.
Oh, boy, he got it with his shoulder. I don't want to say there was intent there, but certainly De Colo didn't avoid the contact, did he?
Look at a jumper by Bertans.
So that is the first foul, Janicic. Berzinch is back in the game with 2 fouls. Gobert back in for France. But I guess they were going to leave Berzinch on the bench as long as Gobert was out of the game. And they did not get the shot off in time. Terrific play.
Berzinch is actually back into the play, so that's a bit of a risky play.
So 34-29. And Latvia again with a chance to go up by 8 or 7. Strelnieks probes. Bertans left wide open. That's short.
But another great look for the Latvians. They just really execute their offense perfectly.
Jalabal now being pushed out by Strelnieks. Latvia kind of clogging the lane now. Strelnieks, and tough shot for Jalabal, but he still makes it.
You have to live with that shot because there was a good defense by Strelnieks. Jalabal just showed incredible athleticism on that third down jumper.
Boy, he's hit some big shots in this tournament for this French team. That's another one. And Yannick and the defensive pressure from Batum. And then he has to hurry down. And incredibly, Latvia couldn't get the ball. And they have to commit a foul. Wow, that was a gift.
Isn't that a backcourt violation?
Well,
because Batum was throwing it from almost out of bounds. And I don't know if it was Jalabal.
I'd have to see it again.
I mean, everybody was so shocked.
It was such a chaotic play.
I thought it was a backcourt violation. Wild play.
Well, just have to chalk it up to a wild play. You're right. 17 on the shot clock. Couldn't quite see, even though at midcourt. 34-31. Tony Parker back in the game. I'm not sure. You're seeing a sense of urgency here from France. Bounce pass to Gobert, goes up and kind of tried to get a finger roll. And a foul called against France.
Well, how about a smart position defense there by Berzic? He knew he was not going to block the shot of Rudy Gobert, who was so much longer and bigger. So he just kind of stood his ground with his hands up. Great play. Look at it one more time. He's right in the play, right in place.
I'll tell you what, though, he's flirting with that third foul.
Well, anytime
you can see a referee calling that. Now Berzic gets down low and Batum comes flying in and knocks it away.
There was nothing there for Latvians.
Parker, the jumper, go!
That's an important shot here for Tony Parker. Get his self-confidence going. Also important for his team to have the leader on the roll.
Now the French crowd getting into it after Tony Parker. Tony Legend makes the shot. Yannick Gobert out on him, so he's going to try to pull up and call his mistake for the jump shot.
And that's a cardinal mistake on defense. You can never leave the ball. And this is exactly what happened. Rudy Gobert just went back and he left Yannick wide open with the ball in his hands. And Yannick is the highest scorer for the Latvians with 10 points. He's hot.
Too hot to trot. Tony Parker in the lane, hits another one.
That's a good call by you. Tony Parker's not going to miss that shot all night long. That's the second one he made in a row.
Don't forget he became the Eurobasket's all-time leading scorer in this team. Berzic shoots it over the rim. Now, Tony Parker trailing by one. His French team, is he going to put him in front? It's a three. Go!
You better believe it.
Nothing but the bottom of the net. And Latvia call timeout. Tony terrific. A little Tony Parker run here has put the French back in front. And this crowd is going nuts.
And if you lost that, this is exactly what you did not want. You did not want this crowd back into this game. Because it was awfully silent. We were here for the 8th final. This crowd was on their feet for 40 minutes. And right now it was kind of silent, as you just said. It was just watching, staring. The people didn't know what to expect because everybody was expecting France to be the paper favorite and take charge from the beginning.
Well, Tony Parker just showed you how quickly he can put points on the board. He now has 9 points for France.
In a heartbeat. And it all started with a foul on Tony Parker when he got his 2 free throws. And Freymanis.
Look at this crowd, George. That's a beautiful sight, isn't it?
This is just confidence. He hit two-pointers and he goes for a third three-pointer. 3 shots in a row, as you said, 7-point run there by Tony Parker.
And Tony Parker is suddenly in a very good place.
And as you said, it was an 8-point leader by Latvia all of a sudden with a complete swing of momentum, and France is ahead by 2 points. 10-point swing in the game.
I'll tell you what, this Eurobasket has been a special one.
1 minute and 14 seconds remaining in the second quarter. France 38,
a lot of fans
36.
watching this in the 4 countries, and France also had the benefit of hosting Group A in Montpellier. Now here they are hosting the knockout stages
1 minute to go, the second
in
quarter.
Lille. Yannick for three. And the battle for the board, and Batum comes away with it.
Let's see if Parker goes for the fourth shot.
Alain Lebleau's raining down the court. Tony Parker! Tony! Oh my! He is on fire. Four-point advantage, the biggest for France. And Jalabal fouls Berzic down low.
Oh, what a performance here by Tony Parker. He's got so much confidence in his stroke, just taking it off the dribble over Yannick.
You said it earlier, I mean, he's been kind of in first gear.
Was the first personal foul called.
I'd say he's been in third gear. He hasn't really shifted into overdrive yet.
How many,
He's just shifted into a higher gear.
in your book, how many gears does he have?
He's got about 8.
Latvia,
We're seeing maybe.
returning Marek Majeris, replacing
Anyway,
Roland
back to my hair.
Freimans.
Yannick draws a contact, puts it up and in. Good move from Yannick, and he looks over at the referee to lead for the foul, but good no call there. He's got 12 points, the final 10 seconds of the first half. Tony Parker, something tells me he's going to take this shot. Spins, gets the pick, puts up the runner, and a little bit short. So unable to convert there at the end, but nevertheless, thanks to a burst of points and energy from Tony Parker, France have taken a 40-38 lead to halftime.
Latvia 38.
Well, Latvia still shooting 71%. And you see the difference there. France getting to the line a little bit more, 7 of 8.
Surprisingly, France doesn't have any kind of domination or edge on rebounds, only 14 to 13 in their favor. Parker in a heartbeat just becoming the highest scorer there for France, but I'm impressed with the play of Yannick. I mean, he has taken open shots, been able to knock them down. You saw him there on the drive where he takes a lot of contact, just goes right in the middle of the French defense. But the most important thing for me has been the spacing of Latvia. They've been just really able to spread the court well and use the advantage they have off the dribble. You see Yannick here on the last drive. Very smart play, good execution, and just staying under control and compose for Latvia.
So 40-38, France on top of Latvia here in this Eurobasket quarterfinal.
C'est peut-être celle de Tony Parker, c'est peut-être celle de Nicolas Batum, c'est peut-être celle du capitaine Boris Dio. Un an de produit Head & Shoulders offert par le partenaire mondial de la FIBA à l'Eurobasket 2015. Mesdames, messieurs, applaudissements pour Nicolas, s'il vous plaît. Intersport Contest, vous le savez, Intersport, c'est la boutique officielle de l'Eurobasket 2015. Il y a Théo et Victor qui vont participer au Intersport Contest. Le principe est très très simple, un slalom, des superbes cadeaux à gagner. On va se mettre là-bas les gars, hop, ligne des lancers francs. DJ, stop the music please. Oh yeah, very good DJ, the best DJ in the place. Intersport Contest avec, attention, le public, le formidable public de l'Arena Stade de Pierre-Mauroy du Métropole ce soir, qui va faire le countdown avec nous, le 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Avec nous, histoire de mettre un petit peu d'ambiance. Intersport Contest, 5. C'est parti. Intersport Contest. Intersport, c'est la boutique officielle de l'Eurobasket 2015. C'est 5830 magasins à travers le monde dans 63 pays. Il y a Victor en rouge, il y a Théo en bleu. Attention, ça se croise. Il y a un téléphone de tombe, mais c'est pas grave. Ça va aller shooter pour gagner le très beau cadeau avec la planche. Ouh, Victor. On va se mettre là, Victor. Théo, on va se mettre là. C'est toi qui marque en premier, hein. Lay-up avec la planche. Victor remporte un t-shirt et des bracelets offerts par Intersport. Toi, tu remportes des bracelets offerts par Intersport, partenaire et boutique officielle de l'Eurobasket 2015. DJ, stop the music. DJ. Et surtout, les gars, un truc de dingue. Vous remportez un tonnerre d'applaudissements du stade Pierre-Mauroy à Lille Métropole. Merci DJ. Intersport Contest, merci messieurs, et on sort en musique. Comment va le public du stade Pierre-Mauroy à Lille Métropole ce soir? Est-ce qu'on a les supporters de l'équipe de France? C'est la mi-temps, vous avez le droit de vous reposer, il n'y a aucun problème. Messieurs, comment ça va? Vous allez jouer au Peak Challenge, ok? Vous allez peut-être gagner une paire de TP92, la vraie de vraie, celle de Tony Parker avec laquelle il est en train de jouer à l'heure actuelle. Mesdames, messieurs, je vous présente pour le Peak Challenge Thomas en bleu, Thibaut en rouge. Messieurs, vous jouez au jeu du géant, des grands maillots, des grands shirts, des chaussures qui font à peu près 2 fois votre taille. Vous allez les enfiler, vous chopez le ballon, vous tournez 3 fois autour, vous allez shooter. Il y a une paire de TP92 à gagner, ok? Vous vous mettez là? Ouais, vous voulez, voilà, rouge, parfait. Et comme je ne sais pas compter de 5 à 0, c'est le public qui va le faire pour moi. DJ, s'il te plaît? Yeah! 5, 4, c'est parti pour le Peak Challenge, vous le savez, Peak est le partenaire mondial de la FIBA jusqu'en 2016. Il équipe notamment les meilleurs meneurs de jeu européens, Milos Teodosic et encore, bien évidemment, vous le savez, Tony Parker. Tony Parker joue en ce moment avec une TP92, et ben un des deux va gagner une vraie... Ouh, c'est contré, une vraie paire de chaussures TP92 ce soir avec le jeu Peak Challenge, et c'est le monsieur en bleu qui remporte le cadeau ce soir. On va se mettre là, les gars. Thomas, Thibaut, venez par là. Thomas est en bleu, Thibaut est en rouge, toi tu te mets par là. Voilà, parfait. Donc toi t'es Thomas, donc toi t'es Thibaut forcément. Tu remportes une paire de TP92, les vrais de vrais, regarde. Celle de Tony Parker avec lesquels il joue à l'heure actuelle. Et toi tu remportes un sac à dos offert par Peak, partenaire de la FIBA jusqu'en 2016. Et encore une fois, vous allez remporter un gros kiff les gars ce soir. Vous allez remporter un tonnerre d'applaudissements du stade Pierre-Mauroy à Lille Métropole. Thomas et Thibaut pour le Peak Challenge. Peak, partenaire mondial de la FIBA jusqu'en 2016. Et messieurs, la petite photo souvenir. Attention, on sourit, parfait. L'Eurobasket 2015 avec Peak, merci messieurs.
Jetons un coup d'œil à la pause de cette rencontre sur les statistiques. Pour l'instant, ce qui concerne le scoring, le meilleur scoreur pour l'équipe de France c'est Tony Parker avec 11 points. Du côté de la Lettonie, c'est le 12, Kristap Janicenoks qui totalise 12 points. Le meilleur rebondeur du match est également côté letton, c'est le 5, Marek Smajeris avec 5 rebonds pour l'instant, 4 pour Nando De Colo. Et égalité parfaite entre Nando De Colo et Strelix pour les passes décisives, 4 passes décisives partout. Un petit peu d'histoire également pendant cette pause. Notez que l'équipe de Lettonie a terminé 11e de l'Eurobasket 2013. Et chose assez rare pour être soudanais, ce soir, 2 pays hôtes de cette Eurobasket 2015 s'affrontent, puisque la Lettonie, tout comme la France, accueillait l'un des groupes du premier tour de cette compétition. L'équipe de Lettonie score en moyenne 60,2 points par match en moyenne. Le meilleur scoreur, c'est Dairis Bertrans avec 10,3 points de moyenne par match. Du côté de la France, vous le savez, elle défend son titre de champion d'Europe puisqu'elle a remporté l'Eurobasket 2013. Elle est invaincue dans la compétition avec pour l'instant la 4e meilleure attaque, 80,5 points en moyenne, et la meilleure équipe au niveau des rebonds avec 41 rebonds par match. Fait assez rare pour être souligné également, c'est le 4e Eurobasket consécutif où les deux équipes se rencontrent. La France est imposée à chaque fois lors de ces 4 dernières rencontres, mais la Lettonie a remporté les 2 premiers matchs de l'histoire en 1937 et 1939.
5 minutes 30 avant le début de la deuxième mi-temps, mesdames, messieurs, la France mène de 2 points face à la Lettonie. Je vous invite maintenant, mesdames, messieurs, à regarder les écrans géants de cette belle enceinte, de cette belle arena, le stade Pierre-Mauroy du Métropole. On va essayer ensemble ce soir de battre le record du fameux noise meter. Le noise meter, c'est très simple. Il y a plein de micros dans la salle qui vous enregistrent tout au long de la soirée. Le record, c'est 118 décibels. Alors ce soir, je suis sûr que vous pouvez battre les 26 135 spectateurs qui étaient là pour les huitièmes de finale face à la Turquie. C'est le record d'Europe d'ailleurs en configuration basket à travers l'Europe. Regardez ce qui va se passer dans les écrans. On va couper la musique, on va faire un gros silence. Voilà, comme ça. Et quand la jauge s'affiche, c'est à vous d'essayer de battre le record et de battre 118 décibels. Mesdames, mesdemoiselles, messieurs, est-ce que vous êtes prêts? 1, 2, 3, faites du bruit. Ok, stop. Non, stop. J'ai dit stop. Bon, d'accord. Alors, on va me dire voilà. On vient de me dire dans les oreilles que vous venez de faire 108 décibels. Il manque 10 décibels. Je suis sûr que ceux qui ne l'ont pas fait peuvent faire les 10 décibels qui manquaient. Mesdames, mesdemoiselles, messieurs, faites du bruit. Alors, vous venez de battre, mesdames, mesdemoiselles, messieurs, le record de 26 135 spectateurs il y a 2 jours. On se le tente une dernière fois ou pas? On peut se l'entendre une dernière fois ou pas? Ah, vous avez cassé le noise meter. Bon, on va le réparer, on se retrouve tout à l'heure pour un prochain noise meter. 146 décibels. Vous avez le record, mesdames, mesdemoiselles, messieurs. Et puis tiens, j'aimerais entendre les supporters de la Lettonie et les supporters de l'équipe de France.
40-38, France on top of Latvia at halftime here in the Eurobasket 2015 quarterfinal, the second quarterfinal of the day. We watched Spain beat Greece 73-71 in the first quarterfinal of the day. And George, this is, in a way you could say that France are playing with fire here. I don't think anybody gave Latvia a chance to win this game. Certainly not Lille, other than the Latvians themselves.
Absolutely not. This game is not turning out as many of people, experts, coaches expected here. It's only a 2-point game, 2-point leader for France at halftime. I think that Latvia has just done a phenomenal job of playing composed basketball with a lot of energy and enthusiasm. They are shooting actually 73% from the paint, if you believe that or not. That's thanks to great spacing that they have done. What's plaguing them at the moment is 9 turnovers. That's a high number, and they cannot afford to turn the ball over easily like they did on some occasions in the first half. They're going to have to take a better care of the ball if they want to have a chance to stay in this game.
Look at this. We were actually inside the Pierre-Mauroy Stadium here in Lille. I have to tell you, this atmosphere is special. I mean, there's a lot. This has a huge capacity. The Lille Football Club play here in the French League One, and it's been turned into the basketball arena, and it's been a great venue for the Eurobasket. It is to the French for identifying this.
It is a special treat for anybody that has come here to this tournament.
Oui, bien sûr. 11 fois champion d'Afrique.
Well, what do you think about France here before opening tip?
Well, France did a good job of involving the veterans, Dior and Parker. They did most of the damage there offensively. For them, the one aspect that they have to address and get better and to open up things is the shooting from outside. They are shooting only 1 for 7 from the 3-point range. I'm really looking for improvement in that category to make it easier for the big guys to operate on the inside.
Well, for Latvia, Einers Bagaskets, he's been there. You know, these two teams played each other back in 2011 in the group stage. when Bagatskas was kind of at the beginning of his spell as the coach of Latvia. And Tony Parker and France that year went ahead and won that group and then marched all the way to the final to qualify for the London Olympics. So you see again from the side, this terrific crowd here watching this quarterfinal.
France 40, Latvia 38, and the first ball goes to Latvia.
Second half action underway here in Lille between Latvia and France. Latvia, very impressive for long stretches in the first half, and they start apparently strong here, but then Berzic has his shot rejected by Gobert.
He's frustrated because he did not have the control of the ball, and Rudy Gobert just goes up. They look at the pass by Bertans and a rejection there by Rudy Gobert.
Well, Strelnieks launches a long one. He picked up his dribble, ball goes out of bounds.
And look at
Sloppy
that.
play for France.
That's a steal right there for Strelnieks. He was just coming from behind. Now the Decolor was actually calmly bringing the ball up the court to set up the offense, and there comes Bertans.
Well, we'll see if Latvia can turn that turnover into points. And foul called against France.
Did you see how much happened on that situation? There was like 2 handoffs, 5 screens. I mean, Latvia is just really making France play some defense.
Called deal with the contact there with Berzic. Remember, he has the 2 fouls, Berzic. Spreading the court, Latvia. Bertans puts up a tough jump shot. And Berzic challenged Gobert, knocked it out of his hands. Gobert wanted a foul. Now the French have a chance to build their lead. Batum inside the arc, wide open, good!
Good shot by Batum, you take it. That was a good pick by Gobert. He rolled to the basket. Nobody doubled the ball. Open jumper for Nicolas Batum.
Strelnieks fouled by Tony Parker.
And what a gutsy play there by Strelnieks. I mean, he's not giving too much respect to Tony Parker. He said before the game that he's really looking forward to play against one of the best point guards in the world, and he's making the most out of it.
And also playing in this great atmosphere. You know, all eyes are on this game here, without question, in Europe. And it goes, Berzic goes up, and Gobert just, the tower of power, got him off of his shot. And the reach and the foul committed by Strelnieks.
I thought actually that Berzic got intimidated on that shot. I thought with the athleticism that he's got, he could have dunked it.
Yeah, you almost have to dunk that ball.
And that's the foul by Strelnieks there to stop the fast break of France.
Well, Bagatskas brings Berzic out and brings the Bears. Sending a message to his big man.
And that's a tall order now for Mayers to play defense against big fella on the inside.
Tony Parker puts up a little runner in the lane. Petrus gets the rebound. Now Parker again wide open. And Petrus pushed off Mayers there and committed the foul.
I mean, he just molded Mayers right
Yeah,
there.
he did. And he's like, what, me? Come on, Flo, you know you fouled him. Watch this.
Look at that. I mean, he's like, get out of my way, young fella. And Petrus is a strong man. If he goes for the boards, you're going to feel it.
Yeah, he's a scrapper. Cole knows it's going to be a nervous ride here in the second half against this Latvia team. Mayers tries to post up down low on Parker. He's got it, and he tries to make the pass to Mayers. Mayers gets it back into the corner to Bertans. Tony Parker chases him and ends up deflecting the ball into the hands of Batum.
Right now, nothing is happening offensively for the Latvians.
Parker. DeColo for three. Go!
That's
But the bottom of the net.
great ball movement, penetration there by Parker. He throws it out to wide open DeColo. This is the way that you have to move the ball if you're France.
And suddenly the pressure is starting to build a little bit on Latvia. And Batum reaches in, takes it away. Batum. Back out to TP, he drives. No look over to Batum. And Flo Pietrus gets the offensive rebound.
And this is what Florian Pietrus does the best. He goes for every single offensive rebound he get a chance.
Now DeColo in the lane, kind of steps back and hits it. And Latvia all of a sudden find themselves down by 9 points. And this Bagatskis has to call a timeout.
He has to go for it, but DeColo showed so much self-confidence. That's why he's the stats leader of the France team.
Well, if you're Latvia, you come out and you played an excellent first half. But here in the third quarter, it is sort of unraveled quickly.
Well, unfortunately, the game of basketball is played for 40 minutes, and there was a question that I had at halftime if Latvia can put it together 2 strong halves, and right now it is not happening. They are down 7-0 in the third quarter, and when you watch there, the first 3 minutes of the third quarter, I don't think that Latvia really set up one shot offensively. I mean, it's all France. I mean, they're stealing the ball. They are forcing tough shots. Nothing is really happening there offensively for Latvia.
But you know, at some point, and Bagatskis is now going to go to Painters, number 31. You know, he was hoping for Berezins to provide probably a little bit more muscle and brawn inside and attitude more than anything, and he didn't get that. So now some changes. Painters being hounded by Batum. Pietrus, and you can see that France are really trying to put this game away here with their D. Yannick guarded closely. Now Painters puts up a 3, and the battle for the rebound. And good, strong rebound and put back by Meyers.
That was a great challenge there by Meyers. I mean, he got in between 3 French defenders. Somehow was able to find a way around Rudy Gobert.
Jonas Blooms is going to come back into the game. So that gets it back to 7. And Painters reaches in, knocks it out of Batum's hands. Batum gets it back, hands it off to Gobert, and Gobert fouled by Meyers.
That was not a bad positioning there by Meyers. I thought he's kind of stood his ground. Look at the drop pass there to Gobert. But he does put his hands down. And any time that you put your hands down, you give a chance to the referees to call the foul. But look at the rebounding right here by Meyers. How did he squeeze it by Rudy Gobert? I thought he was right on top of him.
So Yannick out of the game over there next to Berezins. Berezins just looking at events unfold in front of him. He was the outstanding player against Slovenia, but not so today. Gobert at the line and takes it up to an 8-point lead.
But I'm so impressed with defense of France. I mean, did you see the on-the-ball pressure that they are bringing up with the athletes that they have? It causes so many problems.
And the second one is a little long.
It's a holding foul there against Latvia. Meyers. Yeah, number 5. That's who the foul is on. It's the second foul for Meyers.
There it is again. Watch him. He's boxing out on Pietrus. And he's wrapping him up.
That's a headlock almost if you look at that.
Body slam time. Almost. Parker explodes to the basket, gets blocked. And by Meyers, it goes out of bounds over to Latvia.
How about Tony Parker just getting this swatted away? I don't think he was expecting such a challenge there for Meyers.
Yeah, and he's Doesn't complain about a foul or anything. Interesting. Painters is bringing the ball up the floor for Latvia, and then Tony Parker reads the passing lane, cuts in front. Alley-oop pass. Champ City from Rudy Gobert. The Beards love it.
You almost expected Tony Parker to set up Rudy Gobert for that phenomenal, electrifying play.
Somebody needs to investigate that rim after that. He was killing it. Giannis Blooms. Bears puts up a soft runner. Oh, and Gobert knocks it off. He is starting to affect the game at both ends. Parker for three. And the box out gets it back for Latvia. 10-point advantage. Strelnieks takes it in. Well, Latvia can play some helter-skelter basketball. But right now it's France who have threatening to stamp their authority on this game. Well, in fact, they already have. They're threatening to blow it out, blow it open.
But now Latvia just gonna have to value every single possession. They're down 10 points with 4 minutes and 43 seconds to go, and you cannot afford any mental lapses offensively or defensively.
And what's going to happen with France is they are really going to try to keep it going defensively. They're going to take Polo out and bring in Kaudi, Charles Kaudi, who is all about energy and defense and rebounding. And he's going to hound Timma, who's coming into the game. Painars catches it. Latvia need a basket. Strelnieks puts it on the deck, drives in, and the shot was effective, but then Blooms steals it, and Tony Parker commits the foul.
He cannot believe it, but it was a great read there by Giannis Blooms, who's one of the most experienced players on the Latvian squad. Look at it one more time. Yeah, he just read it perfectly. It was all ball.
Parker had the ball taken, then he just kind of left his hand in there. It looked like maybe for a second he grabbed the shirt of his opponent.
Look at Kaudi just getting after defensively.
Oh yeah, he's savage on defense. Timma bats it out. Strelnieks again, now Tony Parker knocks it away. Three on the shot clock. Giannis Blooms is going to have to put up a tough one. It's going to be Painars. And Timma gets it back for Latvia, but then has it taken away by Batum. Pietrus, and the bounce pass a little bit too low for the big fella.
It was very low. It was right at the ankles of running Rudy Gobert, who was running almost at full speed, so there was no chance for him to get at it. But look at the French, they're everywhere. Timma just thinks he's got the ball in his hands. It goes the other way.
Strelnieks pulls up for the jumper, and Parker brings it the other way. You can see Strelnieks saw some daylight, so he decided to take the shot. That's how it is right now against France. If you have a chance to let one go, you do. Batum wide open!
Perfect execution on the curl, and Nicolas Batum knocks down the free throw line jumper. But, I mean, if you Latvia right now, you're really on your heels. You don't see a daylight, just like you said.
Remanis takes it to Gobert and draws contact from Gobert.
I'll tell you what, if the French can play defense like this, they are my hot favorite to win the title. That was the last isolation one-on-one for Remanis against Rudy Gobert. That was like probably the only thing that happened really good there offensively for Latvia in 7 minutes.
Well, Remanis makes the free throw. When you talk about favorites to win the title, and tomorrow, we already know Spain will be the next opponent. You've got Serbia taking on the Czech Republic and Italy facing Lithuania. So there are still some good teams left in this competition. Those teams will play tomorrow. Bertans guarding Parker, and Timma reaches in and knocks the ball away. Parker was hoping for the foul. Blooms puts up a three. Short. Timma's really scrapping, and Tony Parker now has it for France. Parker inside, 2 shots awarded to Tony Parker.
And France is attacking not only defensively but also offensively. You saw Tony Parker just coming down and looking down his defender. When he saw the seam there opening up, he took it there to the basket. Look at it one more time. This is aggressive Tony Parker. He's drawing the contact. He's initiating the contact.
Well, Latvia right now just about hanging in there. They're down 10.
You almost have to feel for the Latvians. They have scored only 4 points here in the third quarter.
Reminds me of Pau Gasol's free throw in the previous game in a crucial situation. Got a lot of rim, bounced up high and went in.
I thought they used to call it a shooter's roll.
It is, shooter's roll. Second one falls there for Parker. So, as you said, it's been an almighty struggle for Latvia to score points in this quarter. There's 4 points so far in the frame. Strelnieks and Bertans rather delivers the bounce pass, and Latvia do not convert. Now Parker. Laverne in the game for France, working hard down low. Parker and uses his body, and Pietrus reaches, or Caudi reaches in and commits the foul.
I think if you coach Vincent Collet, you have to like what you see, because France is just climbing out of the hole, and it was a tie game and doing everything defensively. This is, if you coach, you know that your team can play defense any given night. If you're missing some shots, you can live with that. But defense, this is what you expect from your team any given night.
So you can see Tony Parker talking to the Serbian referee. He is lobbying to get some fouls called in this drive.
But I thought it was a good defense right there, because I think it was Freimanis or Tima, they just kind of slid in and held their ground with their hands extended straight up. You have to give to the Latvians that they have played on occasions very smart defense, just not going for the shot block because they knew they cannot challenge the shot really, by just playing some solid position defense.
And really the game is officiated a little bit differently here, isn't it, than the NBA, from what Parker's probably used to.
He's been there for a few years.
So 1 of 2. 2 minutes remaining here in the third.
There's a zone defense for Latvians.
Well, and Bloom's almost did come up with a steal.
But that was a good defensive look there by the Latvians. They switched to zone defense, and all of a sudden, a little bit out of sync offense there for the French.
Vincent Collet is going to call a timeout at the next dead ball. His team up by 11. Fair times. It's going kind of quiet here. Parker's really picked up his D. Now over to Giannis Tima. And he dumps it to Freimanis. Goes up, and Laverne, good position, just like at the other end. And this time, Giannis Tima fouls Parker.
And this is probably what Tony Parker was talking to the referees. And he was asking for those fouls when he initiates the contact. He goes away from the defender, right on the open court. This was a strong rebound there by Laverne. Are you impressed with the physical play of Laverne? I mean, he's not scoring like he was in the 8th final, but I mean, when he goes in there, he's playing some tough defense, going for rebounds like a monster.
Yeah, I think he's probably my top 1 or 2 players with France that have developed in the past year.
And he looks so motivated. I mean, anytime he steps on the floor, exactly, he's so hungry.
Focused. His career is really starting to take off. Parker now takes it up to 56-43. And now Batum tries to take it away from Peinars. An offensive foul called on Peinars.
And it pays off for Nicolas Batum to go out there and pressure the ball full court. He's a great athlete. He can do it on any given position. Look at it right here. He uses the body, and Peinars just kind of pushes on with the left arm. Great call by the referees. It happened right in front of him.
Dio, and Dio just lays the, he had a layup. He missed it. Passes it back out to Tony Parker. Now the bounce pass to Laverne. Goes up and gets pinned by Peinars. Now quickly up ahead. And Blooms catches it, somehow gets it off. And the good hustle from Latvia, Freimanis slips it up and in.
Something finally happens there offensively for Freimanis. Way to stay with the ball.
Dio spins right at Berzic. And again, Dio misses. And then Latvia don't get the ball. Now they do.
Kahudi was trying to get an offensive rebound there.
Why is Dio coming up short on those shots? Well, chance for Latvia to hold it for the last shot. See if they can give themselves a shot of adrenaline here in the final 10 seconds. And good defense again from Batum, who's really excelling at that aspect of his game.
I mean, he's such a great athlete with arms. He can move his feet at a small forward position. He's such an asset there defensively for France.
So just 2 seconds on the shot clock. 3.2 seconds left in the quarter. Berzic puts up a long one, and Batum's heave, I don't know if that was long time, but it was a little bit wide, and France will take a 56-45 lead for the final quarter. Well, the shooting percentage for Latvia just keeps dropping and dropping and dropping, and France's meanwhile keeps going up, and it's all about the French defense at this stage.
It is absolutely, agree with you. It was all about defense in the third quarter. It was stifling, and Latvia managed to score only 7 points. France just pulled it out to a full court pressure. The guards were pressuring the passing lanes, and on the inside, there was not really much happening. If you got Jeffrey Laurent there playing great defense, getting tough rebounds, and then before that, Rudy Gobert, who's just all over the place with his long arm reach, it has been extremely difficult and challenging for the Latvians to get anything done offensively.
There's still time for Latvia. There's no question about it. We saw, in the previous game, Greece really turned it up a notch in the third quarter. And then Spain were able to turn it back around in their favor. The only difference is that Greece didn't open up a big lead. That's a look again at maybe the play of the game there for France.
You wanted to go check the rim right there because Rudy Gobert, that was just a monster slam there. He put it down with Mayer. He's right there flying, hoping for the challenge.
His career has really taken off since last year's World Cup, hasn't it?
Man, from that angle, I thought he was looking down the rim. I mean, what an exciting player he has become. But just go back to your point, I think that don't ever give up on Latvia. I think this group of kids is just really, really tough.
Well, they were major underdogs coming into this quarterfinal. And look at that. This Eurobasket has been unbelievable, folks. You've got to be here to experience it. It is a wonderful, wonderful occasion here in Lille. And I might add, the city of Lille is worth a nice visit sometime. We enjoyed it last night. Now Parker and to Dio. Laurent. And Dio got a hand on it. So Latvia with a promising start here to the fourth quarter. But this is where they've really struggled. Offensively against this French D. 8 on the shot clock. Bertens pulls up and drills the jumper.
Finally, he reached the mismatch against Laverne on a one-on-one situation. He's able to shoot the basket.
Bertens with 11 points now. And a foul called on Berzic. So 3 fouls on Berzic.
He goes for the fake. This is what Coach Bagatskis was upset about even in the first half of Berzic. I think he just really tries to block almost everything that goes his way and gets out of defensive position like in that situation.
Gowdy passes over to Parker. Go! Tony Parker for 3.
Tony Parker is getting into his offensive rhythm. He's hitting the outside shot and he's making the drives. He's up to 18 points.
And Berzic called for the offensive foul.
And that is number 4 on him. I think he's going to go back to the bench.
And he's going to have to come out. Janicic is going to enter the game. Laverne taking one for the team there. This is Parker's 3.
Actually, Bagatskis decides to leave Berzic in there.
Yes, he does. So he brings out Strelnieks. So Berzic stays in. It's now or never time for Latvia. Dio goes right at Berzic and puts it up and in. And Kaudi then plays great D, gets his hand on the ball as Latvia try to inbound it.
And this is the experience of Boris Dio. He knows well that Berzic's got 4 fouls, so he immediately attacks him. What a read right there by the big man, by the captain of Team France.
No, good minutes from Painter as he comes out of the game. Look at Kaudi. He's bringing the D right now for the French. Good drive inside from Fremanis.
That was a solid move right there by Fremanis. Just took his time. There was no double team coming. Dio kind of hesitated with the double team. He knew he had a mismatch against Fournier. This was the last situation here. After collecting a 4th foul, Berzic just cannot be as aggressive with his shot blocks.
Crowd really singing here in Lille for France, singing the national anthem again. Bertans, long, Lauverne, use it off to Tony. Parker, Dio, and the short one no good, but Lauverne there, the workhorse under there, puts it back up and in.
He cleans it. He's so strong under the boards. When Dio misses, he's there to collect it. Extremely difficult to box him out.
Oh, Strelnieks tries to make the bounce pass. Back to Berzic.
Look at the rebounding position. He works so hard to get it. He just roots completely Berzic out of the paint. He goes so low, and he can just push anybody out of the way. And Berzic goes to the bench. I think he felt that last rebound there by Lauverne.
Well, he already has a hand injury. Latvia's missed their last 11 threes. They're 2 of 14 in the game. And the scrap, everything is challenged by France. They are just all over them, like white on rice.
Contesting every shot.
Well, you can see that Bagatskis is a real fighter. Entry pass. Bertans missed the layup.
And look at this stat. Latvia in the second half, they are still in single digits. They have scored only 9 points in the second half.
DeColo gets inside and absorbs the contact, draws the foul.
And that's a veteran play right there by Nando DeColo. He just goes right at Meyeris. Draws the foul. It was just so smooth. Look at it. He's got it on his heels and wraps his arm almost. I mean, that's a veteran's move. You know his confidence is going up and up and up, especially after the great club season he had.
Yeah, with CSKA Moscow playing in the VTB United League, played in the EuroLeague. And he just continues to take, I think actually he probably improved as well when he went to the NBA. He didn't get the minutes, but he had a lot of time around a lot of good players.
He just looks so focused anytime he steps on the floor.
A little bit of Mexican wave here in Lille. You might want to take part in this if you're at home. And nice attempt by Latvia, and Mears goes up. DeColo almost gets it back to France.
But again, do you see the French defenders just swarming the ball? Anytime it gets to anybody's hand. Look at Meyers just immediately attacked by Dekolov. Fournier was right behind him.
13 seconds remaining on 24 seconds shot clock, and Latvia will kick out from the baseline.
Meyers gives it to Strelnieks. Look at that. Lovern not going to give him any space. Now he dumps it. Meyers and in position, but doesn't go up strong.
There was Kahudi there coming from the weak side. He's so strong and quick.
Piccolo hands it off to Dio, and then he has it taken away.
He just kind of dribbled into Strelnieks, who was coming in there with this player.
Let's don't forget that in this game, Latvia played extremely well in the first half. And then Tony Parker said, "I'm ready." And he just basically took the game by the scruff of the neck for France. And then since halftime, it's been all about that defense for France.
Second half is 24-9, the partial score in favor of France. That tells the whole story.
Carlos has come in, number 23 for Latvia. Another scrap down low, a foul called on Kaudi. I think Kaudi really wants to make that trip to the Olympics. Wasn't able to go last time.
And
you can see.
And he's going hard. Any minute that he gets from Coach Vincent Collet, he's not used so much. He's averaging a little over 10 minutes a game in the tournament.
His 10 minutes are felt big time.
That's a good point.
He is a hard worker. Meyers just inside the line, hits it. I mean, you know, it takes all sorts to be a successful team. You can't have a team of superstars, but you also need guys that know their roles, and he knows what his role is. Kaudi. Parker floats in, and Latvia chase it down before it goes out of bounds. Carlos, and got nothing but air there. Diol drives in, but puts it up off the glass and in.
I was kind of hoping for a dunk there from the big fella, but I don't think he's got the elevation he used to have.
He's saving that one for the big occasion, perhaps. Timeout, Latvia. They're in trouble. 5.5 minutes remaining, down 17.
Jānis līdz punktu saņem bumbu. Nu, lai viņš, lai Karals saņem. Jā, nu skaties, lai viņš saņem.
Well, France has gotten 16 points. All 15 turnovers.
That's troubling Latvia right there. 15 is such a high number against a team of experience and potential like France that you just cannot afford it. That's the story to me. I mean, Latvia just has not been able to get any kind of looks there offensively. They are turning the ball over.
So France, remembering they hosted Group A in Montpellier. They finished ahead of Israel. They finished ahead of Finland, who were fourth, and Poland, who were third. Russia and Bosnia and Herzegovina did not progress, but they did have to play tough games in Montpellier. You know, and it looks like that's probably put them, you know, they're battle hard.
The first game was against Finland. They had to go to overtime to win that one.
In fact, Finland came back with 60 points down, and that would really make an amazing comeback and force overtime. So far, nobody has been able to beat this French team, and it's going to take something extraordinary now for Latvia to come back. Romanis catches it down low, follows up the shot, and Rudy Gobert grabs the rebound. Rudy Gobert now just 4 rebounds, but he's spent some time on the bench. And Janicic reaches in, takes it away. Oh, and Dio goes down for the block. And it works to Latvia's advantage because Fremanis was there to collect the ball and get a 3-point play opportunity.
But that's the answer to my question. If Boris Dio can't get up, yeah, he can still get up. Defensively, you saw him right there, sprinting back on defense. Get a steal right here by Janicic. But he doesn't get any love here from Mr. Dior. Would have got it down to 14 points if he'd made that.
Was the fourth
deficit
team
remains
fault
at
for
15.
France in this fourth quarter.
Latvia will try to deny, but they don't.
Piccolo just kind of sneaks in there, puts it up off the glass.
What a great look by Dio. Just right behind his back, over the head.
Yeah, his passing skills have always been
legendary.
the hallmark of his play. Janicic and drills a three. So 68-54. Latvia not going away.
Janicic actually had 11 points at halftime. Just 12 points at halftime. I'm sorry. Those are his first 3 points of the second half.
Oh, beautiful pass from Piccolo to Gobert.
For the national team from Latvia, the first goal number 33,
That's a great drop pass there from Dio, cutting Piccolo. That's a beautiful pass. Backups, I mean, we've seen so many times in the tournament how important are the backups. Just keeping the defense honest.
So Gobert's at the line. Giannis Tima and Maritines have come back into the game for Latvia. They came from Riga. They were trailing Estonia by 15 points, a game they had to win at the end to advance. They won that game, finished second in the group. Down here, they beat Slovenia in the round of 16. But they've run into a buzzsaw today, at least in the second half. And inside, and contact, the foul called on Piccolo.
For the national team from France, the foul is on number 12, Piccolo.
It's a strong take there by Fermanis against Gobert. You cannot be afraid of the shot block. You just have to take it right at it. That was Mayers, I'm sorry, number 33. Principle remains the same. You cannot be afraid of Rudy Gobert. If you are, then you play into his strength because he's just going to go up for the block.
Yeah, you got to challenge him. Berzinc, perhaps on a couple of occasions, was afraid. Not afraid, but too cautious. 6 points for Mayers. 15-point lead. For the French. Dio. And denied by Tima. Gets it back. Piccolo back to Gobert, and Gobert puts it up and follows up his own shot, gets another rebound, and put back.
That's 2 offensive rebounds there for Rudy Gobert on the same sequence. He's just too tall for the Latvian defenders. If he really decides to go after the offensive rebound and you don't have a body on him, it's almost a mission impossible.
And Bertans fouled by Rudy Gobert, the reach. Gobert's line. He's got the 2 block shots to go with the 6 rebounds, 13 points. And here's his foul.
Piccolo is replaced by number 11.
I think this is important for Fournier also to finish strong because we saw him in the first half to throw 2 air balls there from the 3-point line. So I think his confidence has been shaken.
He was not exceptional in Montpellier. He had a 4 of 6 shooting night against Israel, but that was a game where Israel rested their top 3 guys. And before that, he had not been. I thought he played okay the other night against the round 16.
I thought he was exceptional off the bench. Yeah, I mean, he just provided so much energy off the bench with Laverne.
Westerman comes in. Now, Westerman's a good story. Played, wasn't going to be in this team, and Antoine Dio picked up an injury. And France sent out an SOS, and he answered it. Hadn't been even in the training, and he played a lot of minutes in Montpellier. He's battled back from a serious knee injury. Boris Dio hands it off to Fournier. Fournier gets inside, puts it up and in. Now that's a confident move.
And it's a smart play by Dio. After the handoff, he screens off the defender for Fournier, who's got all room to operate to the basket.
Strelnieks. Oh, tough shot from him.
Oh, he challenged Gobert on that one.
So 2.5 minutes remaining here. Strelnieks goes to 8 points. Theo goes right at Mears. Puts up a hook shot at the end of the shot clock. What do you make of Giannis Timma, this player right here? Well, he can shoot it. Give him the rock.
He's the best athlete on the Latvian squad, but we have not seen so much from him in Lille.
What's he got to do to take his game to the next level?
Oh, he's a young player. He's only 22 years old. He was just drafted to the NBA. I think there's a big upside for this player. Really have seen some spectacular plays from him with his club in Riga.
The pass up to Cody, and he went up for the dunk.
Are you kidding me?
He was
What
fouled.
a challenge. Did he just explode?
Beacon Sky. Here he is again.
I mean, it was outside the circle.
Yeah, he's an athlete.
And I think he has stayed on the whole fourth quarter. I mean, he was inserting the lineup like 2 minutes to go. In the third quarter, just stayed on for his defense. Yeah, he's got 12 minutes.
1 point for Sean Kelly.
Yeah, he had played 8 minutes. Sorry, he had played 4 minutes and 43 seconds in the first 3 quarters. So he's played the majority of this quarter, and this is that one. So it's back to a 14-point deficit for this Latvia team, who gave us a real thrill in the first half. And probably had quite a few people wondering in this arena if upset might be on the cards. Nice three-pointer from Strelnieks, and Latvia get it back to 75-64. So Olson Pelé is going to call timeout. He doesn't want to mess around with this team from the Balkans.
Mesdames et messieurs, regardez bien celui qui arrive très vite, un petit peu plus en cours quand même, Frankie, sur le rond central du stade Cameroun métropole.
Well, out of 10, George, what do you give France for this performance?
Well, I think you have to split it by halves. I would give them 5 in the first half. And then for the second half, I would go up to 8, simply for their defense. I think that defense, as the tournament goes on and the players are more and more tired and the scouting gets better and better and better, defense is going to be a crucial part for a team that's eventually going to win everything.
I don't think right now there's any team that plays defense like France. Not with you.
They have the potential. They have all the physical ability to do just the pressure defense that you saw in the second half here against Latvia. It is stifling. We saw that, especially in the third quarter, the Latvians just could not even get an open look at the basket. This was the last three-pointer here by Strelnieks to make it interesting. It's an 11-point game. The game is probably really not over because we still got a minute and a half to go, but I think that now is the crucial possession there for the French coming out of the huddle. Can they execute the play that they agreed on, drew up on in the huddle? That would completely ice the game for them.
Well, Leo Westerman comes and gets it. Cole just wanted to make sure that the focus was sharpened because obviously still some time in this game. Latvia showing some signs of recovery. Laurent goes up and scores powerfully. Timeout called by Einar Bagaskis.
So he is not giving up, Einar Bagaskis.
No, why should he? I mean, it's 13-point deficit. You know how Latvia play. They can put some points on the board quickly.
Very quickly. And they have 5 players that can shoot a three-pointer. So it can be quick and it can be from a lot of players.
Well, you can see they're field goal percentage really dipped in the third quarter, and that's when France basically lowered the boom.
That's a killer because it was good in all the 3 quarters. It was about 40%. It was sky high, 77% the first quarter.
I mean, France were playing suffocating defense.
That's what I said. If France can play the same defense like in the third quarter, I mean, they are really strong. And that's why I gave them 8 out of 10, just simply because of their defense. Look at Laverne. I mean, his footwork. It looks simple, but he puts so much power into that shot. What can you do with that as a defender?
Yeah, I'm really intrigued to watch him this coming season because I think he's about ready to take a big step. So coming out of the timeout, Latvia. And Bertans drives in, couldn't quite get to go down. The scrap for the ball, Janicic puts it up and draws the foul.
He is far from behind by Fournier.
Personal foul is on number 10 from France. Evan Fournier. His second personal foul. Kristaps Janicic will shoot 2.
Janicic really shot the ball well. Today his field goal is 6 for 7. So I think that third quarter they just could not find really any kind of shot for him.
Well, he just had one rim out. And Bagatskis just looked over. A twinge of disbelief.
Janicic remains the high scorer there for Latvia, 16 points.
Janicic reaches in and tries to take it away. So the free throw is now coming for Leo Westerman. Could be a while before we get to the final minute, 3 seconds played.
But it's now for France just to take care of business, make your free throws and play some solid defense. Just don't make any mental mistakes.
Well, it's interesting because you've got a guy in the game now who hasn't played much in this game. So say, wonder what point he might think about bringing Parker in. He's not going to bring him in, obviously. Westerman can bring the ball up the floor and hit his free throws.
I really like Leo Westerman's game. He's a true point guard.
He just sinks them. Calm, cool, and collected.
1 minute to go in the fourth quarter.
Strelnieks now explodes, and Gobert reached in. Did he get a swat on that?
I think he had a piece of it.
And Strelnieks for 3, and buries it. It goes to an 11-point game with 46.5 seconds to go.
And Coach Bagatskis is fired up with these guys. He's happy that they're fighting till the end.
That's a good point, George. You've got to send a message, don't you? It's a 40-minute game.
Evan Fournier will shoot 2.
Because Latvia does stay on, they will play in the group from 5th to 8th place. As you said before, this is a big tournament, even for places 3 to 7.
Yeah, 3 to 7 for the Olympics, Olympic qualifying tournaments. Excuse me. There will be 3 Olympic qualifying tournaments, and he makes just 1 of 2. But Laverne is so tenacious on the boards that he gets the rebound and draws the foul.
And Tima is a strong and quick guy, but even he cannot get in front of Laverne.
But look at Laverne. He's got an impressive physique. Look at that. He is a big man. He can shoot it. He's hit some 3-pointers. He hit a big 3 that really put France on their way to victory against Russia. This is where he does most of his work inside. And Flo Pietrus, they're looking on. What a great player for France has been for decades. But you can just see the generational change happening. Oh, Fournier read that pass, almost went the other way with it. Look at the French fans. It's not every year you get to host the Eurobasket.
And
French are making the most of it.
And not in a stadium like this. What a phenomenal setting.
Tima for 3. There's boxes out.
Mesdames, Mesdemoiselles, Messieurs, vous êtes ce soir 22 076 spectateurs au stade Clermont.
out. Anthems comes out. Gets the guards. Just in for mop-up duty now. Gowdy catches it quickly to Laverne. And Laverne goes up powerfully and scores, even though he took the contact.
There was a lot of contact on that shot, but again, Laverne just shows how strong he is physically.
Well, he's got 10 points. French flags waving here in Lille. Their team is moving into the semifinals. Three-pointer is at a 2. 2-pointer. So that gets it back to 84-70, and France will take a win against the battling Latvia team. I think in the end, maybe just a little bit too much quality and a little too much defense. Latvia just could not cope with the pressure that they faced. Certainly the Tony Parker effect was on show tonight there in the second quarter. The crowd's loving it. Lille will be hopping tonight as the fans exit this arena. Their team has won 84-70 to advance to the semifinals of the Eurobasket.
Direction la demi-finale pour l'équipe de France. Les drapeaux en l'air, tout le monde.
C'est gros morceau. Encore 2 matchs. Concentrés, 4 jours jusqu'au bout.
Vous pouvez taper dans les mains. France-Espagne, demi-finale de l'Eurobasket 2015. Du bruit.
Well, it's tremendous scenes here, George. Watching France play in front of the home crowd. I mean, it's always a joy to watch the home team play at Eurobasket. And look at the stats. Latvia ended up shooting up below 50%, France above.
I don't want to repeat myself, but I think it was the story of the French defense. They just set the tone there in the second half and didn't allow anything there for the Latvians. If you look at the partial score in the second half, it was 44 there. Parker finishing with 18 points, and on the other side with 16. But things just really happening there offensively for France. 44-30, the partial score there in the second half, and they decided to take.
So the leading scores for both teams, you can see it. So 84-70. Spain now will next face this French buzzsaw. So another exciting showdown between those two countries. So it's been a lot of fun bringing it to you, folks. Thanks for watching. More quarterfinal action coming your way tomorrow here from Lille at Eurobasket 2015.
Juste histoire pour se faire plaisir. Faites du bruit une nouvelle fois, mesdames, mesdemoiselles, messieurs, pour l'équipe de France. L'équipe de France qui rencontrera l'Espagne en demi-finale de l'Eurobasket 2015.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a game, what a day today for the quarterfinals of the Eurobasket 2015. Spain against Greece and France against Latvia. So what do you think about tonight? I mean, l'équipe de France, they really want to scare us at the beginning of the game.
Oui, une première première mi-temps un petit peu compliquée, mais au final on est tous soulagés et on aura une très très belle affiche en demi-finale. Dans 2 jours, la France affrontera l'Espagne. Auparavant, on vous donne le programme de demain puisqu'il y aura encore 2 quarts de finale. La Serbie affrontera tout d'abord la République tchèque et ensuite l'Italie rencontrera la Lituanie. Notez que même si les équipes aujourd'hui de Grèce et de Lettonie ont perdu, elles n'ont pas pour autant terminé leur rencontre ici à l'Eurobasket 2015 puisqu'elles vont jouer une place qualificative pour un tournoi de qualification olympique en vue des Jeux Olympiques de Rio 2016. Elles se rencontreront donc dans les prochains jours. Voilà le prochain programme samedi.
We can't wait for the second day of the quarterfinals tomorrow with Czech Republic playing Serbia as well as Italy playing Lithuania. You have to be there. If you don't have your tickets, you have to go on Eurobasket2015.org or simply at the outside of the arena you can buy your tickets. You have to come and support your teams. It's getting more and more intense here. Vincent, tu es dans les tribunes avec encore quelques fans, je crois, avant qu'ils rentrent chez eux.
Ouais, quelques fans, le mot est faible. Les supporters qui sont juste derrière moi, on va les juste remercier du fond du cœur. Les supporters. Pour l'Eurobasket 2015. Merci du fond du cœur pour ce formidable public ce soir. Vous avez été très nombreux dans le stade Pierre-Mauroy à Lille Métropole. Prenez soin de vous. Rendez-vous dans 2 jours pour la demi-finale.